When you're playing with the Hogs Supernova, you might run into some challenges. This video addresses the things you might encounter and offers some tips on how to do preventative maintenance. Remember to fly in an open area clear of objects and to always keep the Hogs Supernova close enough to where you can see it. If the device is flying too low, or if it suddenly turns off mid-flight, it might be ready for a recharge. Keep in mind, when you turn your Hogs Supernova upside down, the rotors will stop, but it's not completely off. It won't truly turn off unless you flip the switch. Be sure to turn it completely off and then recharge the Hogs Supernova. If the Hogs Supernova is flying too high, swipe your hand underneath and wait for it to lower towards you. It's important to not stand below it, or place any objects underneath it that can interfere with its sensors. Is your Hogs Supernova not responding? Or maybe it's not stabilizing? Sometimes catching the device and turning it off is the best answer. If your Hogs Supernova isn't charging, make sure the power switch is in the off position. Once it is turned off and the cable is properly plugged in, you'll see a red flashing light to let you know it's charging. If the LED core flashes red while in flight, it means the device has received an error message. Usually, that means the product does not sense your body through one of the sensors. The simple fix is to move closer to it so you're within range. Sometimes, standing too close to your device will draw it in closer to you. Make sure there's an adequate amount of distance between yourself and your Hogs Supernova. If you do not enter trick inputs fast enough, the device will time out. Be smooth and confident with your commands. This might take some practice. Accidents happen. While the rotors are designed to automatically stop if the Hogs Supernova crashes or hits something hard, it's still possible for the rotors to break. If this happens, you should stop flying immediately to avoid getting hurt. Inside the box, you will find 4 replacement rotors, so don't sweat it. You'll be up and flying again in no time. To replace the rotors, make sure that the Hogs Supernova is switched to the off position. Locate your rotor removal tool. Slide the tool underneath the rotor and gently loosen it with an upward motion. Then, snap the new rotor into place. Be sure to adjust all rotors to the same height and not to over-tighten. If hair or debris gets caught in the rotor and prevents the rotor from turning, you need to remove and clean the rotor. Place the rotor in soap and water and wipe it down to get it clean. But be careful, don't ever put the actual product in water, as it can cause irreparable damage. Even the LED light and sensors are designed to safely pop out instead of getting damaged during an accident. When this happens, make sure the Hogs Supernova is powered off and snap them back into place. If the Hogs Supernova starts to drift, you can easily trim, also known as stabilizing or calming it, by using small swipes. Keep trimming until it stably hovers in the air. If you run into an issue that isn't covered in this video, go to airhogs.com/supernova for more info.